What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Chris out in the Caliente garage. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I remove my rear wheel on my Honda Goldwing GL 1800. I basically want to get the rear wheel off the bike to do a tire inspection. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to remove the rear wheel. There are several techniques that you can use, but I'm going to show you guys how I do it. So let's get started. Goldwing Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs.
Bluetooth device is ready to. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Okay, the first thing that I want to do is I want to raise the preload to the highest setting. I'm gonna go ahead and as you raise the preload, it's gonna lower the suspension. I will be using the Pitbull motorcycle jack to lift the Goldwing. Once I get it lifted, I want to secure the Goldwing to the jack. Okay, so now I have the motorcycle strapped down to the jack. Let's go ahead and remove the rear wheel. Gear. My phone always rings every time I make a video. It never fails. Rear wheel locked. The bike is in gear. I will be using a 3/4 socket along with an extension. And I will be using a long braking bar for leverage. And now I can gently remove slowly. A regular ratchet, and now I can use a ratchet to remove the lug nuts. I placed a jack under the wheel to help assist lowering the tire once I get it off the lugs. You don't have to use a jack, but since I'm working by myself, I'm just going to use this jack. If you look underneath the wheel well, it's going to be tight. So it's kind of tricky getting the tire to come out. It's going to seem like it's too big when you install the tire or even when you get ready to remove it. So you're going to have to just work it out of the tightness of the wheel well. Remove that centromatic wheel balancer if you have it on your bike. Okay, I want to give you guys a closer look at what the worn Bridgestone run flat looks like off of the bike. I kind of cleaned it up so it won't be so dirty. And I also had it switched over. I'll explain that in a minute. But this is the actual used Bridgestone drive guard run flat that I had mounted on the bike. This is the first time that I've ever taken it off. The tire has worn a bit. I'm gonna check the tread depth here in a second. But this is now my spare rim. This is gonna be my spare rim. So looking at the Bridgestone drive guard, it still has some pretty good rubber left on the tire. Looking at my gauge, I have about 5 millimeters on the outer band of the tire. And I have about 2 millimeters on the inner band of the tire. It's almost down to the wear bars. It's not quite there yet, but it's almost, I mean, it's like a 1/2 millimeter down to the wear bar in the center. On the outer portion of the tire, looking at the measurements, I'm about 3 millimeters down to the wear bar. So it still have some pretty good life left in this tire. But I like a lot of meat on my tires. I like a lot of rubber on my tire. So I'm not gonna be going back with the used one that I've taken off. I'm gonna be putting on my second Bridgestone drive guard. In the center is a brand new motorcycle tire. I keep it as a spare on the rim. This tire has never been mounted on the bike. This rim has never been mounted on the bike, but it has a brand new Bridgestone motorcycle tire. If I were to put this motorcycle tire on my bike with this rim, I gotta have the tire scanned. You either gotta buy a scan tool or you gotta take it to the dealer and let them rescan it for the tire pressure monitoring sensor to get it activated. So to get around that, I just had the new tire taken off the spare rim and put on the original rim that I had on my 2016. So I'm ready for my second Bridgestone drive guard run flat. Again, I can probably get several more months worth of use out of this older Bridgestone drive guard, but I like a lot of rubber between me and the road. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the new tire on the OEM rim mounted up on the Honda Goldwing. Now that I have the tire off, now will be a very good time to do a brake inspection on the rear brakes. I will do that in another video. I've already inspected the brakes and the brakes are good. One of the things I wanted to express is that a lot of times when you go Darkside, it's going to be tight when you try to put the tire back on the bike. Several people have emailed me and said that they thought maybe the tire was too big because they couldn't get it to go back in the bike. So in this video, I'm gonna just be showing you guys how I get the tire mounted back on the bike. If you're looking underneath the bike, it's gonna be a tight fit once you try to push the tire back up in the wheel well. So what I like to do is just take some lubricant and kind of put it around this outer portion of the wheel well and on the tire, so the tire will just slide back up in the wheel well. I'm going to take a little dishwashing liquid, pour a little bit out on my glove. Next, I'm going to just rub some of this dishwashing liquid on the inside of the wheel well to make it kind of slippery. I want that tire to just slide back up in here. Little soap won't hurt anything. May make a few bubbles when it rains. Just Just kind of grease it up a little bit. And also it may be a good idea to just add a little soap to the side of the tire. Get it kind of slippery. And once you get the tire mounted, you can always wash the soap off of the tires. Just want to get a little bit slippery there. You want to slide it on in there real nice and easy. You don't want to ram it. You want to ease it in. Maybe add a little soap on the other side so the wheel lugs will slide on past the tire. Right off. But I lubed up the side of the bike real good with some dishwashing liquid and just kind of pushed up on it at an angle, and the tire went right in. So it's going to be tight, but you got to use some lubricant and it will make the tire slide right in. Again, some guys like to let the air out of their tires, and that may work as well, but I just use some lubricant and just put it on the side of the tire and on the side of the wheel well, and the tire slid right in. I need to put back the Centromatic wheel balancer, so I'm going to use this jack to help hold up the tire as I slip the Centromatic up behind the tire to get it mounted back on the bike. Now I can go ahead and put back the lug nuts. The lug nuts tighten down. And now I wanted to show you what the new tire looks like mounted on the Goldwing. I got a lot of new rubber. I love the tread, the thickness on the tire. I could have easily kept riding on my first initial Bridgestone Drive Guard run flat, but I like a lot of rubber between me and the road. I was initially gonna see how far I could actually get on that car tire, but I decided to go ahead and take it off and just mount this brand new Bridgestone Drive Guard run flat because it has a lot of tread, a lot of rubber, and I pretty much got the life of 2 motorcycle tires out of that car tire already. So it was no need to keep pushing it. I like the new tire, and the only thing remain would be to lower the bike, to put some weight on the tire, and go ahead and torque the lugs down to 80 foot-pounds of torque. If you guys have any questions or any comments, put it down in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I will talk to you guys later. See ya.